video. If you're new here, my name is Faith and I have a 1-year-old named Asher who is currently taking his nap and will probably not be in today's video. So if you're just here for the cute little baby content, this will not be the video for you. As you can tell by the title of the video, I'm going to be talking about chemical pregnancy. I feel like this is a little more personal and harder to talk about on the internet. That's why I wanted to do a video about it. Whenever I found out that it happened to me, I instantly went out and reached out to the YouTubers I watched that I know have went through that. I watched videos, I went to Facebook, and I went to all the support groups, so I just wanted to be kind of the support for someone else maybe. That way you're not alone if this has happened to you. You can comment or DM me on Instagram. Just a few months ago, I had a chemical pregnancy. We had 1 confirmed and 2 suspected. My first one was in October. This one was the confirmed chemical pregnancy. I know for a fact that I was pregnant. So Friday, mid-October, about the same time that I posted my Boo at the Zoo vlog, my very first video, I was actually still pregnant in that video. We just didn't tell no one yet, obviously. That Friday, also, I'm supposed to be doing laundry while I'm talking to you guys, and I'm just talking to you guys instead, so we'll see. However, that Friday, I woke up from a very, very vivid dream, and I was like, this dream was way too vivid. I'm pregnant. Like, I just knew that I was pregnant from that dream, which is crazy, I know, but I've been pregnant before, so I know that I don't have dreams like that unless I'm pregnant. So, I woke up from that dream and I ran straight to the bathroom. I had tests left over from this kit that I had, and I took one. And sure enough, instantly almost, I seen a line pop up, and it wasn't like very bold, like, you're pregnant, but it was like, you're pregnant, like very faint. I ran upstairs because I didn't believe it looking at it myself, and I ran upstairs to my sister and I was like, hey, do you see this line? Like, I'm pretty sure that there is a line. And she was like,
yes, I see that line.
And so I was just like, well, then I'm pregnant. And I came back downstairs. I told Nick whenever he got home that, I took a test and it was faint and that I wanted to take more. So we ran to the store and grabbed 2 more tests. These were just the Dollar Tree or Walmart one. I took one of them that night because I was so impatient. Like, I just wanted to know. And I still seen a line, and Nick didn't, he believed it, but he was like, I don't know, that's not like dark enough for me to be like, you're pregnant. And I was like, babe, any faint line still means I'm pregnant. It just, it needs to get darker, so I need to keep testing throughout the week and make sure it gets darker. Well, that next morning I took another one and it was not darker, it was fainter, and that instantly sent fear through me, and I ran up to Walmart and grabbed a digital. I took that digital as soon as I got home. I didn't hold my pee at all. I'd already used my first morning urine for that other test, so this was second morning urine, but it said the word pregnant and it popped up so quick. I actually have probably pictures of all of the tests, and if so, I'll put them right here. At that point, he believed it, I believed it, we were like, I'm pregnant, but I still feared why my test wasn't darker than the morning before or even the night before, because every day it's supposed, or every 48 hours I think, your HCG is supposed to double, so it made no sense to me and I was worried. Throughout the rest of the weekend, I took more and more. Monday, I didn't get positives no more. I had at least 5 to 7 positive tests already, but come Monday morning, it was completely blank. There was nothing, I'm pretty sure. And if it was like you had to investigate the test. Wednesday came around, and at this point I cried for days about it. Like, I couldn't understand why it happened to me, and everyone just kept telling me maybe it wasn't the perfect timing or we're not ready, which makes no sense to me, and I hate hearing that. I feel like anyone who's gone through a loss and people just explain it by saying maybe the time wasn't right. When will the time ever be right? My timing's not right at 21, and we're in our own place, we have our own car, we pay our own bills, like, how is my timing not right? However, we got a little sidetracked there. I decided Wednesday, I already scheduled an appointment whenever I got the positive test originally, but they don't see you until you're about 8 to 10 weeks along, so I didn't have an appointment for weeks. But when I started bleeding on Wednesday, I called my doctor, explained to them what had happened, and they took me straight in. By the time that I got my blood drawn, all the HCG was already out of it. They agreed that it was a chemical pregnancy. All those tests can't be false positives. I was indeed pregnant, and it just didn't stick. Like, from what I've gathered, chemical pregnancies are pregnancies that didn't stick. So, like, when it comes to implanting, it didn't implant to my wall. My egg and the sperm did, like, create a baby. It just didn't implant. A lot of women go through chemical pregnancies, and most of them don't even know that they were ever actually pregnant, because you start bleeding by the time your period would be there. So you think it's just your normal period, maybe a little heavier, cramps are a little stronger or something, but you just chalk it up to your period. Or it might be just a few days late and you start your period and you're like, oh, I was just a couple days late, something was off, I don't know. You have no reason to test 2 days before your period and find out, hey, I'm pregnant, and then you start your period. It's not easy, and I feel like people kind of just put it on the side burner because you were only 5 weeks. There wasn't a heartbeat yet, You couldn't see the baby yet. I didn't even have morning sickness yet. All these things that, like, it doesn't matter in that case. And I just want you to know, if you have been through a chemical pregnancy, that I know how bad it hurts, because your baby mattered. Once you get that pregnant, you imagine a life with that child. We were going to do a pregnancy announcement on Halloween, and we had this cute thing. I'll post that here, and I never even got to share that. We also have already told people. I told all my close friends and family that was my baby, I don't care if it was at 5 weeks or not. Whenever I found out I was pregnant with Asher, I was 3 days late, and I got super positive tests. There was no denying that I was indeed pregnant with him. So we literally announced it the day we found out. But with how faint these tests were, plus I kind of wanted my second to be a little more private. Not everyone know as soon as I know. I'm sorry if this video is everywhere. This is not as easy as I thought it would be to kind of just put out there. And I didn't put little notes down or nothing. I just was gonna sit down and tell y'all about my experience. It's just a lot of thoughts in my head all at once, trying to come out to you guys in the most efficient way, and I'm not being that efficient. It still makes me emotional to today, and it's been quite a few months later, and I'm just now getting to the point where I'm okay with kind of talking about it. I hope that you guys enjoyed just sitting down with me, and I'm sorry that this video was a mess. It is so much harder to talk about than I thought it was gonna be. This was everywhere, and I just have so much that I wanted to put out there for this video, so that way, I can use my experience to the best that I can to help other girls going through this. I'm sorry that today's video was a little more slow and it was more serious. Alright guys, we'll see you in the next video, which will hopefully be a little more fast-paced and fun and baby-lovey content for you guys, because I know that's what content I love. See you guys in the next one. Bye guys.